Hello everyone, this is Apurva Pandita and welcome to Live Law. The Supreme Court of India made an important decision about default bail. The question before the court was whether an accused will be entitled to default bail if the charge sheet filed against them lacks a valid sanction. Before proceeding further, we must know that to prosecute certain offences, you need sanction or permission from the government. Coming over to the concept of default bail, it is when an accused person can be released on bail if the investigation is not completed within the time frame fixed by the Code of Criminal Procedure. And in this present case, the court said that an accused person cannot claim default bail just because the charge sheet filed against them was not having a sanction order by a valid authority. The bench, comprising Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud and Justice J.B. Pardiwala, held that the requirement of sanction as part of charge sheet is not something that needs to be considered right away. This requirement, that is of getting a sanction of valid authority, can be considered on a later stage, that is during period of the prosecution of the case. Let us understand the concept of default bail in more detail. Section 167 of CRPC, that is the Code of Criminal Procedure, talks about default bail. As per this section, if the investigation is not completed within 90 days or 60 days as per the category of offences, then court must give the accused bail, and it is called bail by default. Now, talking about this case, which is decided by the court, the time limit was 180 days because the present case was under UAPA, that is Unlawful Activities Prevention Act. While seeking default bail, the accused argued that even though the charge sheet was filed within the prescribed period of 180 days, it was filed without a valid sanction of the authority. Therefore, the charge sheet was deemed incomplete and as good as not being filed within the required time. However, the bench rejected this argument and held that the charge sheet was filed within the required time and the requirement of a valid sanction was a matter to be addressed during prosecution. The court also addressed 4 important questions related to this case, including whether an accused is entitled to seek default bail under Section 167 Clause 2 of CRPC on the ground of invalid sanction. And second, whether mere filing of charge sheet is enough to prevent the accused from seeking default bail. The court's decision had significant implications as it also addressed a recent judgment in Ritu Chhabaria versus Union of India, which held that an incomplete charge sheet filed by the investigating agency would not deprive the accused of their right to default bail. However, the bench ruled that this particular judgment had no bearing in the present case because in Ritu Chhabaria, the investigating officer had admitted that the charge sheet was filed without completing the investigation. Well, overall, the Supreme Court's decision in this particular case provides clarity on the issue of default bail and the requirement of a valid sanction of a valid authority for charge sheets. That a charge sheet filed without a valid sanction could not be considered an incomplete charge sheet if it was filed well within the time. It also highlights the importance of addressing these issues during the prosecution phase and not during the taking of cognizance of an offence. And with this, we come to the end of this video. We really hope that you like our content. And if you do, then do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And for more legal updates, keep watching Live Law.